Welcome back, everybody, to Tokyo Dark. I'm your host, the Musical Gamer. Let's enter the dojo. We need to speak to the man inside. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely, if you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. Well, hold the phone, dude. We came on our own, and you told us to get bent. So we said, okay, fine. We'll just bring your sister. We'll make her make you talk. Oh, God, no. If I came alone, you just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's nothing I need you to see. Or something. Oh, shit, the mask, right. Where did you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. Mai, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it? I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of her family's past away from you. Dude, you ain't Detective Ito. The past? Does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamen Kai, of which our parents were members. The Kamen Kai? A cult? You're kidding! How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and live in a compound instead. The Kamen Kai were one of such many groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamen Kai left who'd know? No. You see, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them. Including our parents. Oh, well, gee, that's fantastic. I'm sorry. I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room when we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and dragging me behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me that our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. The government? Wait! This goes as far as a government cover-up? Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamen Kai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died as part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think for Grandma it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There's no way we could live a normal life with the stigma of the Kamen Kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind. She always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. So that's why she's so crazy. She's racked with guilt at the fact that she abandoned her daughter, her only daughter. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she would have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask. The same one from the cult compound all these years before, and the one you hold now. So she went into the sewers too. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air. Or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom? In the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at your school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools, away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into the madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner, he seemed like a nice person. No, Mai, you've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Ito is right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't be involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I'd lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. All right. Thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai's not here. There's no need to be coy. No doubt taking possession of that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams, and saw things I never would have dreamed of on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Mai again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint. Though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On this street there's an old tea shop. Perhaps you saw it on the way in? An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he may be the best person to ask. Alright, fair enough. I guess we have our next location to go to. Yasuhisa the historian, huh? I never pursued the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally on other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so. But please, detective, be careful. I will. Whoo boy. Okay, well that is a big information drop. So the Common Kai, some sort of cult, was in possession of this mask before, including the family of Mai and Takashi. Their mom and dad died at this cult. Is this? Oh, this is the tea shop. Okay, well, might as well try to speak with the historian, if he's here. Oh, hello. Welcome, come in. Do sit down. No need to be so formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh, and how is Mr. Kawana? Still prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? I'm looking into a few things related to the Common Kai. the group his family got mixed up in. Ah, a more difficult answer than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. Wait, two groups? The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the guru Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order, over 1,000 years old. What's that you're holding? Oh god, every time this mask pops up. Oh god, it just makes my heart sinks like a stone. I was told it's related to the Kamenkai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. That's a very interesting way to look at it. I've never thought of masks that way. I mean, I suppose it makes a sort of sense, like in like a reverse psychological sort of thing. Because, I mean, the mask you choose might say more about you than the face you're trying to hide underneath. I don't know. That's, food for thought. I wonder how you came to be in possession of an object with such a dark history. I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything about it beyond that. Ah, but that itself is the essence of history. Layers upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to the root. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. Relic? If it's from the Kamenkai cult from the 90s, then I'd hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive as he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. So this is an ancient mask from the old group. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. Only, I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it. For instance, like why... Now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place. Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real. Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you. Oh yes, I know all about those things too. Why do you know all these things? Hold the phone. I just noticed something. Why is he all grainy? That literally just dawned on me. He's grainy. He's flickering like he's a TV program that's got bad reception. How could you know about that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise. Most interesting. Tell me, Detective. Apologies. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. Okay, I'm getting some really heebie-jeebie vibes over here. Oh, God! Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me, a slip of the tongue. I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is that you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you any level of comfort? I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? It's like I finally got a foothold on solid ground. Ah, yes. Knowledge is a light in dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such import would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate? Pre-measured threads that determine our deeds? Our wishes and our ends the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in our universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds, and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? So basically, what you're asking me is what do I believe? Do I believe that, destiny, fate, and all that stuff is predetermined? Or if, life is just a whole bunch of coincidences, one after another? I don't know. I mean, on a personal level, I don't know. I would almost want to say that. I think it's almost a mix of the both. I don't know. I think there are some things that people just naturally fall in place to, like it was fate. People talk about how somebody has natural talent or aptitude towards something. I think that's not necessarily a coincidence, but perhaps just something they were born with, a God-given talent, as you will. Meanwhile, the choices that they make in life definitely shape the way their lives progress, the way their lives evolve over time. This game is touching on some serious thought experiments. Holy crap. Do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Oh, I actually get to choose. Oh, shit. Well, I have to pick one. I mean, I don't know. If I had to pick one, I think I have to say it's chance. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel like your life has been somewhat out of control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Kamenkai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose it was made for. Ah, yes, a more complicated answer than you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally enigmatic. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry, it is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel I could shine a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. I'm sorry, I jest. It concerns the Mask Bearer. Mask Bearer? Huh? That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where can I start looking? Oh, you needn't go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, it's not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop. He's right outside? This won't take long. I'll be right back. Why can't you leave your shop? Why? Oh, I'm getting some real spooky jives over here. He's right outside the shop. Is it you? Is it the takoyaki guy? Yo. Little tea shop next door. Isn't that place closed down? Closed? That can't be right. What else do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one. But I think it might be owned by the Kendo instructor from the dojo down the street on account of him being the only one I ever see in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him in there chatting away to himself. Possibly he's a little nuts. Oh god. Then again, it might be some super awesome Kendo meditation technique. Oh man, why didn't I think of that before? I'm scared. Is this just part of our insanity? He's a regional champion or something as trainer. Well, yes, we know all this. I have a bit of a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but do you know anything about a book taken from there? Maybe recently? I was led to believe you would. Oh, jeez. Go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years. But you know, I spent a lot of time outside it, and half the time the door's wide open. So one day a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious or nothing. I was just curious is all. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was all sorts of weird stuff laying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to be on standby for when that happens, you know? So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back then he was going through some particularly tough times. His bitch wife, pardon my language, miss, had left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Oops, got off track again. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten book when I got this phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thank God that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns, with the door unlocked. A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm not sure he'd still be here. Well, dude, I'm sorry about your bro. That's quite a story. Sounds to me like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital. Tried to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was someone out there trying to do something nice for him, you know? I think it helped. For a minute, anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother, and I worry about him. He's not been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he has to do is sign over some paper and move on. But he can't. Something about it has its claws sank deep into him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef, and we can make a killing. Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passersby and getting some sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku, at any rate. Shinjuku? Hold on. That's the guy. Daizo? Was his name Daizo? Anyway, if that book is important to you, he's probably still got it at his place. No, wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daizo, right? Holy shit, he is! Holy crap! You know him? Small world. It was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him that takoyaki stands are still the future of cuisine. Get his butt over here. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Well, holy shit. Okay then. Let's go. We're back to Shinjuku, everybody. Yeah. We're locked into this route for now. It looks like. Damn, but we even told him to try some new line of work, didn't we? Yo! What up, dude? Hi, Ayami. How can I help you today? Hey, Daizo. How are things? Oh, you know, same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asakusa today. Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows? It was pretty random. Huh, who'd have thought? So is he still selling takoyaki at his stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that takoyaki stands are the future of cuisine and that you should go and help him. Yeah, you talked to Haruto all right. Always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? The only thing that guy gives me is headaches. Not sure if I can help you, Ayami. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, what makes you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups. Aw, dude. It's okay, man. We know. Adults bringing me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask. Oh, no. It's fine. That idiot. Always running his mouth. Freaking traitor. Those were just some, hard times. Nothing serious. I just, drank too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective. But I don't want to talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories, Daizo. Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though. Back in the hospital. It was one of the ones I used to read when I was younger. When things weren't quite so complicated. Wait there a second. I may have it in the storeroom still. Dang it. Sorry, hold on a sec. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. It's yours. Fuck me. Oh, wonderful. Huh. Hey, no wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Ruby? Well, I guess for the red hair. Reina. No, Ruby. See, it says right there on the cover. Pretty crazy that it's still in my shop. Guess that means you're still looking for her. I wonder why we keep running into each other. Weird luck, I guess. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. If you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Ayami. Alright, take care, Daiso. Thanks, dude. Holy crap. Alright, where do we go with this? Back to the shop? I almost want to go back over to this guy if he's still here, because he was an idol fanatic, wasn't he? And this is still locked to us. We can go in. Dude, are you in here? Hello? No. Definitely doesn't look like it. Oh, boy. Oh, I can't click on that, even though it says I can. An unknown third victim. I have no idea who that unknown third victim could be, and I'm a little terrified to find out if it's actually pertinent. Yo! Creepy, staticky old dude. I'm back. Got your magazine. Ah, welcome back, detective. Is that my book I see in your hands? Guess I'm a little surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is the mask bearer you talked about? That's hard to believe. Does it surprise you? After all, it is she who you see in the dark, is it not? The dark? That's what the collector called it too. How'd Reina get tied up in all this? I only know that somehow the girl's path and the masks collided, as if by chance. What circumstances led to this intersection are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, involving old men and black and white pictures. But that book and the girl are as much a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present, and people to each other, are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection, and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, and the detective who holds it now, all forming a neat and tidy line. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of a sleeper cell of some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, detective, we can agree. So why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times, in the year 1333. Oh boy, it's a history lesson, and before this history lesson actually kicks off, I think I'm going to call it a video, because I get the feeling we're in for a long-winded explanation. So, thanks all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, where we will go into the history of the mask, why it's so important, and what the hell is going on in this city. Thanks all for watching. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. See you guys next video.